Alright, what's going on, people? This is Shad with another video for you. So, a couple weeks ago, right, I was having a conversation with my wife, Elle, and I was saying it would be dope if we could have conversations on camera that have to do with being married, sex, business, and pretty much everything else in between. And she said, yeah, that would be a solid idea. And I was thinking, right, why don't we get our friends to join in with us? So, our friends, Javon and Brittney Callier, who are entrepreneurs, who are just dope people overall, we decided that, hey, let's have a podcast or a video series called BDSM. Business, devotion, sex, and marriage. Yeah, those are the 4 things. So this is the first episode of that, which we feel like if it goes good, we're going to do this like once a month. But I got an announcement for that, though. I do have an announcement. So since this was my first time doing a video with 4 people and trying to mic up 4 people, the audio isn't the greatest. But the next time we do it, hopefully we'll have better audio. So disregard that for right now. The message is good, the content is good, and just the video is good. So go ahead and check that out right now. What's going on, people? This is Shad Harris, and today I am sitting with my wife and some friends for a conversation. And I really just wanted to do this because we always have these conversations that are like talk a little bit about business, friendship, marriage, all that type of stuff. So I felt like it would be good to kind of do that on camera. So I don't think we have a name for this just yet.
Yes, we do.
We do have a name.
What's BDSM?
BDSM. What does it stand for?
Okay.
Bless you.
Okay.
Bless you. Spirituality.
What's the business, marriage?
Devotion.
BD.
Oh, business, devotion, sex, and marriage.
Sex and marriage.
Okay. So, I guess we can start with introducing ourselves. So, Elle,
I'm Elle.
what do you do?
What the heck?
I thought this was about business, sex, devotion,
Well,
and marriage.
You gotta plug yourself.
You gotta introduce yourself.
Hold
What
on,
do you?
it's BDSM.
Oh, sorry. Business, devotion, sex, and marriage.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not gonna talk about what you do.
My name is Elle, and I do a lot. I have. Oh my God! I really just want to have fun, guys.
But you gotta introduce yourself.
Okay. So I'm Elle. I have. I'm the founder of World Women Group. I'm also the executive director of the W Agency. World Women Group is a nonprofit for women and girl leaders, and then the W Agency is a consultant agency for human services, businesses, and mental health agents.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's me. I'm just kidding. My name is Brittney Callier. I am the founder of Kitchen Therapy. I am an author of In Pursuit of Me. It's down there somewhere. It's on Amazon too. I am the wife of Javon Callier. I am the mother of GJ and Jossie. And I am a speaker and all that other good stuff. What's your name?
What's up,
Where you
everybody?
from?
My name is Javon, owner of Cooking with Boy Boy, and half the owner of Callier Catering.
Ooh, I'm half, the other half. I forgot about that part.
All right. Cool. So I guess we can get into these topics that we have.
Yes.
All right. So
I feel like you're in character.
none. I gotta be on. This is kind of like my own thing. All right. So pretty much we just want to have like real, raw, and honest conversations about stuff that we kind of deal with as far as business, marriage, friendship, relationships, all that type of sex too. Yeah.
Devotion.
You have devotion issues?
Sometimes. Don't you have devotion issues sometimes?
Like an input sense.
Having devotion.
No, I do devotion every morning.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's for another day.
All right, so the first topic that we have is a topic that came straight from Elle, which is the marriage glow up.
What
So
the heck is that?
what does that?
Well, the marriage glow up is pretty much when like you glow up your like individually.
Mm-hmm.
No one really like checks for you. Maybe there's a couple people that's kind of checking for you. Except for Brittney, because everybody checked for her. But
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But like, I mean, there's probably a certain level of checkup, you know. But then once you, are you looking at my spouse?
Yeah, why you have
We'll get into that.
Oh, okay.
But the actual glow up is like, once you get with somebody, then everybody's like, oh, he is kind of cute. Oh, I see. Oh, he do marketing? Oh. Now he's somebody important. Now you checking for him. Now he fine. Now his cologne smell good, but it didn't smell good when he was wearing, what's that cheap stuff that y'all wear?
Jesus.
Polo and stuff.
With that green body. What's that one called?
Oh, John Paul Gaultier.
Yes. Is that he do Georgie?
He got it for Christmas.
This year? From who? Not from you? Oh yeah. Javon mama gave him some too.
That's like the hood cologne. Like every drug dealer got that cologne. And so yeah.
I wish we could go get the bottle.
I do too. But when you wear that cologne and like they just, you don't be checking for him. But now, oh, okay, I see him. You know, that's what the glow up is. And it could be the same for your wife. Like nobody was really checking for her. And then now that y'all together, people checking for you. That's what the marriage glow up is. So do you feel like from the time that...
Do y'all feel like this actually exists?
That's what I'm trying to figure.
Can I answer my question?
Oh,
I'm sorry. That's a good question, but go ahead.
Do you feel like,
crossbody,
Javon, from the time that before y'all got married, you was kind of like a hot commodity? Like I heard about you. But do you feel like now, like people really like people who ain't double tap on your picture before you got married, double tapping a little bit more now?
I can't say that it's due to marriage because for our situation, it's hard to sit here and say that this is absolute because we're married now. My wife happens to be an author who had 9,000 followers when we started dating.
You know how many followers I had?
Yeah, like 8 something. I don't know. I don't know exactly.
I don't know. He had like 8,348, but I'm not. Who's counting?
But
okay.
And she always used to shout me out. So of course I got a lot of her followers, but
and a lot of her followers are the bitter, lonely women.
My followers are not bitter, lonely women. Some of them have gotten married and
I heard about some of your classes, but that's another story. So I can't say that.
And we being raw, right? We being raw and honest.
We being super raw and honest, but excuse me.
They good women, but
they good women, but my classes don't be bitter.
That's not what that guy that was in there.
That guy who was in there was cheating on his wife, so a hit dog will holler.
It's none of my business.
Anyway,
so, to answer your question, Elle, personally, I can't say because I always feel like I had a lot of people who supported me. Like before we got together, and when I would post something for a pop-up, Facebook, no matter, I got like 20 shares, and that's before that we put our stuff out there. So
yeah, because good people be really supporting.
Yeah, I can't say, but I can definitely see where that could be a possibility for some people. But for us, I don't think so.
So you ain't had nobody slide in your DMs inconspicuously? I guess that's my word for that.
I'm not a DM person though, so nah.
You ain't never had nobody?
Nah.
Ain't nobody send no hard eyes?
Ain't nobody like laugh at a post that you like LOL in your DM? Like a girl ain't never seen LOL in your DM. And you know your wife crazy, so she's already seen it, so just ask us.
Or like some hard eyes.
In the beginning, maybe, but I always...
Who put the hard eyes?
I don't know. I said maybe.
Where your phone at?
Oh,
okay.
In the beginning, but I've always been like I said, I never jumped in DMs, but in person, I've always been like flirty.
But
so...
Don't
that's before.
Don't judge him. We're having an open and honest conversation.
This is no
you still. He is like naturally flirty anyway. But I forgot what I was gonna ask you.
He that dude that give people hope.
Yes.
So that's why he feel like people in your class are broken because he know he's the guy that gives.
He's
them
Captain Save a Hope.
Yep. I see it.
But anyway, no, I was gonna ask you a question. What was I gonna ask you?
I'm sorry.
Keep it moving. It's gonna come back.
So do y'all feel like it's a real thing?
I think it's definitely a real thing.
Do you feel like people actually glow up, or the perception of that person is that they glow up?
Both.
I think people put marriage on a pedestal, so there's a lot of people who support when you get married.
Yeah.
So because you have that
they
title
want
that
it.
I'm married now, they're gonna put you on that pedestal, and now you have their eye. So I definitely think that part of it is definitely true.
I think that it's really just because, like, when you're single, you don't really show what you're capable of. Like, you don't show yourself really going out on dates because you might get 4 or 5 different joints. So you keeping it real low key. You might just be out. Everything you show on social media might just be you or you and your friends.
I
But
agree.
let me finish. But when you actually are married or dating somebody, what you're posting or what you're putting out there is a little bit different. Like, you might show the scavenger hunts, or you might show the date nights and stuff like that. So you look like a good catch.
Right.
So women are attracted to that.
Right.
I think that's relevant for men. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I mean, even though some of the stuff I was posting was real, like, Superman, it wasn't man bashing. But I would say, like, you know, my pictures were always some thirst trappy-ish, you know.
Yeah.
I wrote a book, so I was
Yes,
when I was the epitome of underscore bad.
When you was kissing girls.
I was not.
You did kiss a girl.
Oh my God! I get on my daggone nerves. We'll talk about that later. These y'all some. I can't even say the
You
N
might
word.
get her some followers by saying her name.
I can't stand you.
No, but I feel like what Rashad is saying.
It's relevant for men
Sometimes, but also when Rashad and I were dating, Rashad would send me like "I love you" messages on Facebook, like as a post, or "Hello, beautiful." So don't say that when you're single that you don't do stuff like that. Y'all still do stuff like that when you're single.
We was like dating though.
Exactly, we were dating. We were still single. We weren't married. When we were married,
You one of those niggas.
I'm not at all.
But I'm just saying, like,
No, but he just said,
but
I'm saying, like,
when a relationship, right?
yeah,
yes, but
So
still.
that's the same thing.
Yeah, that's a different light.
So what?
But when I'm
what
single,
changes from single to.
When I'm single, I wasn't doing none of that.
So
Right, so
what's single
let
to
me-
relationship?
So you was mad
single?
low key when you was single, is what you saying?
Yeah, the stuff I would post would be like me out in the club with my boys or something like that,
Right.
or me like shots of myself, you know,
Right.
stuff like that. So it's not showing how I interact with women.
Right.
Does Facebook still have that? Like, I don't know if they suck, but you know how it goes from single to in a relationship with.
Yeah.
So are you saying once you go from single to in a relationship with, that's when you can start posting about a person?
No, what he's saying is once he's in a relationship,
Whatever has nothing to do with
it's a
it.
different
It
life because
does.
he's now open about his love life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Before that,
he's
there's
showing
no-
a
right.
different side of himself.
Exactly.
Right.
So when you're single, which is meaning there's no other name attached to your Facebook, but now I'm in
Why
a
you putting it on there? I have
Because
said
I'm
nothing to
trying
do with
get
it.
you to- I'm getting you to understand how I'm compartmentalizing this.
But I didn't say that at all.
But listen to what I'm
Continue.
saying. So when you're
I don't want to be the only
single,
one drinking my drink.
when you're single, that means that you could be dating 3 or 4 women, is what you said.
Yeah.
But once you declare that you're in a relationship with someone, then that means you are then able to post about them. Is what I'm asking.
When I'm in a relationship, I will post you.
Yes. So to answer your question, yes.
Thank you.
But what that got to do with the
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
It does, because what I'm saying is if I'm single, that means I could be doing several different things with people, right? So I'm not really posting about you. I'm not really talking about you. But once I declare to the world, because in our age, the world is Facebook or whatever, that I'm in a relationship with you, then I'm more prone to say, we're out on this date. We're doing this. So people start seeing us move and shake together.
That just made my point, though. That's exactly what I.
But that's what I was trying to understand. I'm not trying to
Oh,
say that
okay.
you're wrong.
So we're clarifying. Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Clarifying.
Gotcha.
See, this is what happens in marriage. Men think that you're fighting with
No,
them.
but it sounded like you was like disputing what I was saying.
He did initially.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck? But no, so both of y'all are saying the same thing. Basically, what you're saying is y'all are together, and what you're saying is women start to see you in a whole nother light.
Yes.
Yeah.
My question is, as a result of women seeing you in a whole nother light, do they kind of like say little stuff in your DM?
Probably, yes.
No, I don't want to hear probably. I want to know, has it happened?
Yes.
Like what? Oh, I wish my man would do something like
Right.
that. Oh, no. Let me tell you something. Which camera I need to look at? Which this one right here? Don't send my man no messages saying, oh, I wish my man would do that, or I wish I had somebody like you, because I'm going to respond back if he doesn't delete it before I see it. He won't do that, though. Sorry, that was off topic, but
Yeah.
it's my craziness. I'm sorry, but how do you respond to that?
I never got that. Like, I wish my man was like you or nothing like that.
With me, I compartmentalize myself a lot.
He said he definitely got that.
He did.
After we been together?
When we first got together.
Oh, this is some. Okay, keep going.
But that wasn't important.
Why won't it?
For what? I didn't entertain that.
Oh, okay. But keep going. Mm-hmm.
So
Scratch his head.
personal experience, when we first got together, like, I was strictly reserved on my social media. I didn't post too much.
You still don't.
I don't. Mm-hmm. But now that we're together, you're transparent on social media, right? So that transparency, especially with people who don't know you, and on Facebook, when you tag me and stuff, they're like, oh, they're doing this. Like, somebody told my mama that I'm so in love when you was tagging me or something. I'm like, I didn't even post something, but it was you. So she's going to automatically assume.
Yeah.
Who's so in love?
I was.
I don't even rock with her like that, yo. I only met her twice.
So it's stuff like that.
When she texts me, her phone number still come up at the top.
Right. It's stuff like that. Shut up. It's stuff like that people perceive that this is now how I am, and like, oh, I didn't know you were like this. And now that you like that, like, dang, I want that chance. I want that opportunity.
With you?
No, I'm just speaking.
Oh. This is the wrong topic for me, sis.
Yeah, this is a trigger. But I think...
It's not a trigger. I just got to know.
So do women actually go through that?
I have not had... I will say this. Like, when I do little things for Javon or whatever, I'll get a message like, sis... It's always sis because they know to come. I think they just know to come.
That's the wackest shit ever.
You think? But okay, wait. Let me say what I'm gonna say.
Like, I don't like chicks blowing me though. If we not like that.
No, so this is a guy coming to me.
Yeah. So I definitely don't like it the other way around.
Really?
Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
Okay, but let me say this. I'm gonna ask you a question. So I've had someone say like, sis, like your husband has a great wife or something like that.
Oh yeah, you're trying to
that. You know, little stuff like that, like. Or like you're a blessing, like for real. So I'm like, are you trying to speak my language now? Like, are there any intentions behind that message? Or
how do you respond to that?
I just send like a smiley face.
Like you said something what?
I said
what you said, Javon?
You feel like I said something back. Just so y'all know I'm not the only crazy one in this marriage. You saw that, right?
So you know I stay strapped.
Okay. But my question is, when a man sends a message like that, is there any intention behind
when
it?
a man says,
typically,
no offense, but
there's offense.
It's mad disrespect coming after that.
Especially if you know that I ain't trying to. Nah, there is a hint of flirting behind it.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, because you ain't got to come out your way and say nothing at all. Like, you recognize it.
You can really just, even if you want to say something, you could just hit that little double tap and keep that shit moving.
Right.
But I was speaking from the sense of, I feel like for me, I feel like my marriage was a glow up for me, and I feel like my marriage was a glow up for Rashad. I feel like I can see the things that Rashad wants to do in life, and I feel like I invest in my husband so that he can be greater. So in that sense, I feel like my husband is a totally different person. So if I was a single thottie and I saw him, I would be waiting for the opportunity for me to mess up.
Being that you put it that way,
yeah,
I definitely agree.
That's what I'm talking about, is glow up.
The marriage definitely pushes you to another level.
Yes,
so it does.
Some marriages, because every marriage doesn't do that, because we do, because of people being able to see authentic marriages, people aspire to that, and instead of actually like waiting for the authentic person, they'll just this nigga right here
trying to take your authentic person.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
For sure.
Or that dude right there. I'm gonna marry him. Let's hashtag it. Let's take pictures, and then they divorced in 3 days.
Or the people who are together are genuinely meant to be, but they're not able to receive from each other because of whatever reason.
That's true. That's true too.
Because when you're in a marriage where you're like entrepreneurs, or you're trying to like really push your other spouse, you have to be receptive to what they're saying. Like, you cannot feel like, oh, like, you know, you're pushing me, or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to really be receptive to what they're saying. I feel like.
No, definitely not. Like, I definitely can. I feel like we're just married, so I don't think I felt the fullest feel like y'all have.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all been together how long now?
It'll be
7 years.
next
Yeah.
month.
So for us,
Completion.
it's been what, like 7 months?
It's been 7 months.
So
Wait,
wow.
no, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. It's been 9 months.
9 months.
The whole
So-
pregnancy.
It is.
Right.
It's
It is.
crazy.
So I definitely feel like it's going to get there, and definitely we've grown a lot. Like last year, especially with business.
Yeah.
So definitely that sense, yes,
The glow up.
yes.
Okay, so my question is for like the marriage glow up for y'all. I mean, we've only been married 9 months. Y'all are walking.
We
up on-
knee deep in this thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now y'all balls deep.
Yeah,
Knee
balls
deep?
deep.
Not balls deep.
Yeah,
yet.
put my black balls.
Probably just knees.
Knees.
We got a long way to go.
Like 7, 14, 21.
28.
Like
28.
50.
Fit. Okay. So y'all would knee
Yeah, we
deep.
need
Yeah.
How for the marriage glow up? Like how have y'all pushed yourselves to this point, and what obstacles or what triumphs have y'all had?
As far as
Just like the marriage glow up with you being a full-time entrepreneur, with you like pursuing your doctorate. How have y'all pushed yourselves to this point?
what you mean by pushing?
Like
Now,
how
what
has
motivated
like
you?
what motivated you? You know, like the marriage glow up. Like, was it Elle that motivated you? Was it Shy that motivated you? Like, how did y'all keep aspiring to like your dreams and stuff? That was a loaded question.
Do you want to answer that?
How did y'all get to where y'all at, knee deep in marriage, successful full-time entrepreneur, successful person?
You
pursuing
can answer
their
first.
doctorate?
I'm still trying to figure out the question.
So, all right. So, I think that when we got married at one of the greatest years of both of our lives. We were 25,
Mhm.
and
We got married at 27.
we got married at 27. I'm sorry, but we got together at 25.
Mhm.
So, he was at the height of knowing what he wanted to do. I was at the height of knowing what I wanted to do. It's almost like we both found our purpose in that year in our life. And then we met. Like, it literally was God ordained, like, not trying to be super religious, because I literally just graduated from grad school the night that he walked into the house and we started talking. So,
That's a little bit how I was, because I was 27 when we started dating. And then with that 27, like that's when I started doing my papas. I knew I wanted to get back into cooking, but I also knew that I wanted to, like, one of my ultimate goals is to be a life coach. But like I knew that from my job history. Like that's something that I wanted to be a life coach and dabble in mentoring. So I was at that point with her, but it was like I was just about to start over again, and I ain't know it yet.
Yeah.
So I think we were both there, and when we first started talking, it was really on like business. The danger of that, though, is like we just talked about this.
Yeah, like yesterday or the other day. Yeah.
Friday. The danger of business, because we are both so business minded separately,
That we always talk about business.
we always talk about it, and because he's like my best friend outside of Brittney, I enjoy talking about it with him because he's not gonna lie to me. He's not gonna tell me what I want to hear. He is the reason why my business is where it is now. Like, people don't understand it. Like, people see Rashad the rebel, but they don't understand that Rashad is the Elle, I got your back on this. Elle, I'm gonna get you help on this. What do you need? Like, he's that person for everything I do. So the danger in that is your life becomes so centered on business that you don't focus on the love.
Yeah. Because there have definitely been moments where I felt like we were more business partners than being married.
Yes.
Where it felt like when we weren't talking about like business, it was like, yo, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
We have moments like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
And
I don't want to talk about business right now.
Yeah.
I'm more so I talk about business like
He's
all day.
very like, what's the word? Like, is it left-brained where you're like numbers and
one of those brains.
one of those meticulous, very methodical, and I'm like, bruh, that catering job is 3 days from now. I really just want to have a moment, like where we just be us.
And so what we had to do to combat that, because yes, that's good because it strokes our brain and our purpose. But as far as our marriage, it's dangerous because that side can go cold. So what we have to do is have
That's good.
Sundays and Wednesdays where it's our life. It's just me and Rashad. It's date night. It's our time.
Gotcha.
We're gonna do something fun. We're gonna think of something crazy to do. We are Joan and Bart from Cincinnati. Like, yes, we do that.
Y'all like the role
we
play?
we have to be different people.
That's pretty cool.
Because if we don't do that, then our marriage goes cold.
But we also had to have a conversation first that we said, like, this is going to be our hustle year. Like, we felt like we both at a point where business can really take off if we put that time and energy into it. So with that, I was like, you know what?
That's this year?
Yeah. So with that, I was like, you know what? I need to devote all my energy and time into really growing and building Rebel Society.
Gotcha.
But to do that, you got to also find time and balance that out with
Personal life.
yeah. Because before it'll be like I'll be going hard, like really killing it, and then me and Elle would just be like randomly, just like Tuesday night, like we just start talking. And then you end up, before you know it, you end up, I'm not gonna say wasted, but y'all just talking for like 6 hours. So I'm like, damn, I could have just did that. So now we got certain times where, you know, we kind of save up our conversations or stuff that's real pivotal to that Sunday or that, you know, Wednesday night. So outside of that time, I could really go hard if I wanted to from 8 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But when it's Sunday or Wednesday, we just change to Thursday. From like 5 o'clock until it's time to go to sleep, it's us.
Gotcha. Yeah, we definitely need to do that. We definitely need to do that, but we also have to be mindful that we're still in our first year of marriage. So building a good foundation for real.
But I feel like our communication was a big part of it, and I don't feel like we have as long of conversation as we did before.
Yeah, we don't. We definitely don't have as long as conversations.
I also think like our first year of marriage, I don't think we didn't have a rough first year of marriage.
Our first year was actually pretty dope. Our second year was here.
Yeah, because we were going through it. We were buying a house.
We had a car issue.
We had car issue. Rashad got into a car accident, so he lost his car.
We lived with somebody.
We lived with somebody in there. We lived with our friend Kim.
Shout out to Kim.
Yeah, she let us live with her.
Hey,
because
Kim.
we were like, that was our faith year. Like, we didn't even know if we was gonna get this house. We was like trying to make this thing work.
I feel like this is our faith.
I thought this was our 50th year.
And we jumped out there. We was like, all right, we just gonna move in with Kim. We couldn't move in with our parents. I was like, I don't know about that. That don't feel good to me. And we literally had our mattress on the floor in Kim's house. Our clothes were in trash bags.
But I don't want to paint like that. We just stayed in a nice house.
Oh wait, let me.
It was a nice ass house.
Don't get it twisted. Kim's house is banging.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her house is gorgeous.
It's just
immaculate.
yes.
However, we literally were sleeping in this room with our TV on the floor. And I don't want to paint it as like we was like
struggling,
because it helped with not having to pay rent. Like it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was good, but it was like we sacrificed because this was our faith journey and saying we're gonna get this house. It don't look like we're gonna get it, but we're gonna get this house.
Right.
Like it was. I can't even like now looking back, I can't even believe we were that brave enough to jump out there like that. So, but after that, we got our house.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but that was probably the hardest hardest year.
My issue has been like trying to stay present in our marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to stay present.
What do you mean by that?
So like instead of worrying about what the next day is going to hold, like I worry. Like I am like my bank account has to be good. And like I've grown to the place of I want to pay bills on time. Matter of fact, I'm trying to pay bills early.
Yeah.
Like, and God is awesome because I've been able to do that. We've been able to do that. But it is like I don't know what my next day looks like. So I spend a lot of time in my head and not present.
That's a bad place to be at.
It is a bad place to be. So that's why I'm trying to really work on, you know, getting out of my head and really just trusting that God has it. As long as we're putting the work in, God has it.
And that's why y'all gotta have those days where it's not work.
Yeah.
Especially because y'all
Or worrying about
your businesses connect. Like with us, we are in totally different industries.
You guys are.
So for y'all are pretty much on the same page. So you definitely have to find a way to connect.
Y'all might be dealing with business all day, every day.
Like
So
you got to eat and y'all. We got to eat with them. They out here tasting food and smelling the spice. Y'all need to go in.
Should add a little rosemary.
Like y'all need to just wear blindfolds when y'all go.
Yeah.
Or people need to learn how to cook better.
Y'all gotta do.
What you think?
That's unorthodox.
We need to do something that don't involve food.
Yes.
Yeah. Just go out to drinks.
Yes.
Go salsa dance in the sun.
We don't critique
drink.
drink.
Fermented.
Oh yeah.
That's my nose. Okay.
What's the next?
What's the next topic?
So a topic that I kind of came across the other day was,
Speaking of which,
I feel like it is easier for women to be entrepreneurs as opposed to men. And the reason I say that is
that's
because
a good question.
I feel like women get way more support from than guys do.
Yes.
There's women
Yes.
that will put up the most trashiest business with the most trashiest everything, and women be like, yes, sis, yes, you killing
I
it.
agree with that, 100%.
I don't.
I feel
God-
like so. Okay, go ahead.
And I feel like guys, we gotta like, even though part of the issue is that I feel like guys don't really promote themselves.
They don't. Y'all
But
don't.
when we actually do, it's like we get like no love. It's like it's really nothing. We got to just keep going at it without the support of the outside people.
Gotcha.
I do not agree with this.
You know
I
that
feel
that we have talked. There's women
There
who
are certain women.
But I
don't
feel like we
get
get.
that
But
love.
I feel like we get fake support. So like all that.
What a support. Publicity is publicity.
No.
Brittney gets that support.
I will say
Brittney
this.
Brittney is the people's best friend,
Uh-huh.
so she gets that support.
I will say this. Social media is like faker's paradise. I am grateful for every share. I am grateful for every like. I am grateful for every love. However, and if you line up my yeses or my likes and loves with my shares, they don't add up. Or my, oh yes, I'm coming to the next class, tag such and such, we coming to the next class, da, 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 da. But those,
She sell out almost every class.
but my thing is the people that be all in my DMs and like all of my messages, they don't even register.
You still
But,
sell out every
but
class.
listen, what I'm saying is the guys were talking about the support of people
Okay.
typing all this other
Yes,
stuff.
right,
the people that register for classes, I don't hear anything from.
Okay.
But
You know what I'm saying?
So
So listen, I'm not finished. What I'm saying is, that's what I want to say. Social media is flattery's paradise. It's like, oh yes, it's you doing it, you killing it, da, 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 but you still ain't bought a banana pudding from
I got
me.
you.
No, okay.
I
see what
don't
you're
care
saying.
about that because right now I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I'm trying to, of course, I'm grateful for the flattery. I'm grateful for the shares and all that stuff. But those do not put money in my pocket.
True, but at the same
Right.
time, it gives you the perception, even if you're not killing
Ah.
it, that you are doing. Because all these people are sharing your stuff,
Okay.
even if they don't necessarily buy anything. The image is that you're killing
Oh,
because
I'm
all
out
these
here.
people are out
So
here.
I look at it from the essence, from the sense of,
I can't
if I'm trying to build a brand, and on my brand I have all these people talking about, yes, you're killing it, and when's the next class? I'm coming on blah blah blah, and you got all those comments on your post to the naked eye. Oh yeah, I want parts of that.
Yeah.
I need to see what it's about.
I guess that
So
looks
to
good.
the naked eye, that's support.
Okay.
Publicity is publicity.
Yep.
Good or bad. People are always going to wonder why it is that
Why is
X,
it
Y, Z.
popping like this?
Right.
Yeah.
But on the flip side,
On the flip side,
I'm over here like, I still got 7
But
slots
you can
left.
still build off that, I think.
How do
yeah.
I mean, okay.
But I feel like for a guy, I don't know, I can't really speak for you, but I know for me, like, even when I do something where I'm kind of like putting myself out there, I get none of that. I gotta
Really?
tell people like, yo, can you like share this for me or something like that? And then even with that, sometimes
But
they don't
They don't
get-
even share.
I know it's true because my biggest customer are women.
Yeah.
So that's how I know that women support, especially other women, because if you're
Yeah.
going to support a man, you're going to support another black woman. Point blank, period.
That's not true. I think it depends on who the person is. So, for instance, for Brittney, like I said, she's going to get that support because she's Brittney.
You think you got support?
Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. I do not. Now, I get a lot of secret DM. I support you. I respect you. I do this, Elle. But I live in a world where
Sorry,
had the same
it's my
thing
bedtime.
about
It's not a game.
I have the same thing where people are either they're upset that they don't know enough about me, or they feel like I'm perfect.
Right.
And because
right.
they think that I'm perfect, they're like, I'm not gonna help
Right.
her win.
Right.
For what? So that's the world that I live in. So I have to fight like everybody else. I gotta fight like the dudes gotta fight to get. The only way that I don't have to fight is if Rashad shares my stuff, and that's crazy. So
I just feel like because I know how to share.
So if you know how to share, why isn't it happening for you? But when you do it for me, it happens for me.
Because it kind of goes back to that last question of me looking like I'm supporting my wife, or I am supporting my wife, but. So people are like, oh, your wife doing X, Y, and Z, let me do something with that. Mm-hmm. But also not share, because when I share something like on Facebook, I don't just hit share and let it go. Yeah. I'm telling a story with it. Yeah, I'm talking about.
You have, and what do I always tell you?
Because I don't want to give too much of myself out there. So I'm not going to tell you my true story. Yeah. You don't got to worry about that. Just support. But so I get that. Yeah. Bro. I think if you were to do, and I'm trying to do this as well. Yeah. But if I were to tell my story more, then I would.
Yeah, because what happens is, I think people support me because I'm warm. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a warm person.
Tell me that I'm cold and unapproachable.
Both of y'all can be. No. You're not cold and unapproachable to those that know you. Okay. But I feel like both of y'all, you have to, and I was just telling a person this today, when you're marketing what you love to do, there's a story.
You got to put a little bit of yourself into that.
Not even a little bit. You have to tell your story. Why did you start this? Why did you start this? What is the motivation behind this? That's not even sharing yourself. You don't even have to tell the whole story. You know what I'm saying? It's just, shoot.
There's a difference between being transparent and vulnerable.
Right.
You can be transparent without giving your deep inside emotions and stuff like that.
Heck yes. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, you can come up with. I mean, you can scratch the surface. You don't even have to be super deep with it, but you have to give people a feeling of nostalgia when you post anything. Gotcha. And you just have to, because someone was posting something today and they were like, oh, this is what I'm doing, bam, 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 boom. And it was long. You have not engaged me to even want to read this whole post.
Can I pause that for a second? Mm-hmm. Right. So we're talking about being warm and being transparent with our posts, with our businesses, right? When it comes to, let's say, for instance, our business started to grow, we're not going to be able to give that same warmth as you were in the beginning. Let's say, for instance, like Godfish. Godfish was always ski behind the camera, right? But as they're starting to grow, let's say, for instance, they open up 3 more locations, he's not going to be able to do that.
He can do it in elements like
he
like
still is.
Like that video they did where he just gave like the mission. That sold me on the whole thing. Like, I want to go and check it out just off that one video.
He's still behind the camera.
So it's ways of doing it without being the one typing
Shout
it up.
Shout out to Godfish. We love you, bro. Yeah. But no, he's still behind the camera. And then it's so strategic, because he's talking about how the people that work for him, you can tell that the people that work for him are buying into his mission. So then you become interested in those people, and then those people tell their story. So, like, I love what Shad said. There's a difference between vulnerability and transparency.
So we can make our personal story a part of this definitely for you, a part of our market or our brand.
Yeah, you're just telling facts. You ain't got to.
And I think that what I have learned to do, because this is going to be year 7 for me for my nonprofit, this is what I've learned. Because I know that where the support lacks, I also know where my support is strong. So when I actually have a program, when I do stuff for my girls, I kill it every time. And so the world don't have to like what I'm doing, but I know those parents are going to come back next year because those little girls love what I do.
And that's what it's all about.
That's what I've learned. Like, what I'm saying is, it's hard, and people don't respect you until the world was. When I tell you,
that's the case with
everything. The YWCA nomination, everybody's like, congratulations, Elle, you're killing it. Ain't never told me I'm killing it before. And then even some of my closest people wouldn't even tell me that, like, I'm killing it. Like, they were upset that I got the award. Ain't heard one thing from them. I understand now what it means. Like, I understand what type of people will support me, and I understand what type of people are not going to support me. And so I can't take it personal anymore. I just got to keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's for sure.
But what happens when you feel like nobody that's closest to you actually supports you?
That's scary, man.
How I carry
That's scary.
I don't care
Yeah.
if my close circle doesn't support me, because right now I'm in the elements where I'm trying to grow my brand, so I don't really want people that know me to really. I don't want to have to lean on them to support.
True. I don't feel like you should lean on it, but I feel like it also says something when the people that's closest to you, when people on the outside looking in, that may be associates or people that you know, they might want to support you, but they're like, yo, even his closest friend's not even rocking with him.
Gotcha.
So you're like, so why should I support him when his homeboys, his niggas that he's tight with, not even rocking with him?
Is that how men think?
I feel
I would
like
think that with
You what?
I would think that with anybody's friends.
Really?
Like if your friend's not there, like when you first started doing your pop with your friend Buddy used to always be there, and I love it.
yeah.
I love being able to see like your friends come out.
Oh, he still be
support
there.
you.
Shout out to Buddy.
Yeah, so like for me, like people talk about me with my friends that we call ourselves the Fab Five, but I ain't never had to worry about nobody in the Fab Five saying, "Elle, you doing better than me." Or Elle, I'm not supporting you. Whatever, I don't care what the price is. The ticket for this event, $65. I got my ticket today. Where we sitting at?
Gotcha.
Like I've never had that issue. So there are certain friends that you have, people gonna hate on it, and that's fine. But I ain't never had to worry about where they stood me when it came to my purpose and my business. And that is something that you cannot buy. You can't get anywhere.
Yeah.
There are some friends who will not be in the place where they want to be in life, and they gonna make you feel the pain that they feel. And it's sad because you don't want, like for me, I don't want any friend left behind. If you have a purpose, I want to help you build on it. That's just who I am. I am God complex Elle, save a hoe all day.
That
That's my
made me
biggest
think
issue
about-
in life.
I think to close out that topic, I'll just say, I feel like it looks away when you have something that's like very meaningful to you, and none of the people that's really close to you are there.
Yeah.
But why don't they support you?
Because half of them are haters. Let's keep
I don't
it
necessarily-
real.
I don't even
I don't
think
think
they're
they hate-
haters. I think
that they love you as a person, but as far as your business, they are hated because they are not in a
It's
place
not
where
them.
they can. They're not in a place where they can fulfill their dreams. So it is like you can have a friend and be jealous of what they're doing. That doesn't mean that you don't love your friend, but it
I
can
think
make
that's
you
the
feel
case
some
for
type of way.
friends.
Yeah.
for family, I feel like they become familiar with who you were.
I think that actually goes with friends too.
You think so too?
I feel like friends look at you as like the person that they knew you from when you was 14 or 18 or 20 or whatever.
Familiar.
So yeah, so y'all might got a relationship that's not business oriented. It might. I remember when you used to be like throwing up because you drunk too much in the club or something like that. So now that you actually like kind of got your shit together and you on your shit, it's like even though you present this way, I know who you used to be.
Right.
That's
I
really
don't have that with
question.
my friend.
That's really good. It's not a real friend.
But you got all new
Is that-
friends.
is
No, I
that a real
don't. I got
friend?
Kim. I
Or
got
was that a
Jamie.
friend for a
They're
moment?
not like that.
You still had new friends.
I do have new friends.
Oh, okay.
And then the ones who felt like that, they're gone.
Gotcha.
But the friends that I have that are old, they don't make me feel like, Elle, I remember when you was doing blah, blah, blah.
I don't think nobody actually said
No,
that,
but I
but
don't even feel that energy. Like, I don't get that energy. I always, from the friends who I still have, from like when I was broke and disgusted and my friends had to pay for me to get in the club.
we had orange weave.
When I had orange weave in the black and black in the front.
And you talk about Norfolk?
I'm from Portsmouth, never lied.
She was on her
Didn't say
Keisha Cole
never
shit.
lied. I was definitely on Keisha Cole. But when I had, that's my ringtone. When I had that weed, those friends who knew me at that time has never said, like, they've always been there to support me. They've always been there to sponsor a little girl for what I'm doing. They came to, my cousin Jamie came to my AKA initiation ceremony, always there. So I don't feel that. And if I do feel that, I don't want you in my circle because I don't want that energy. And that's what I think.
That might be a guy thing, because I know a lot of friends, they still think about, like, I have a friend who used to be like Diesel. My friend, shout out to K-Part. And he ain't been dieseling forever, but people like, yo, you strong. Like, nigga, he's not strong no more. Like, So I feel like that same thing, like you always look at somebody from
How you knew them.
how you knew them.
Change
Yeah.
and growth. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people can't take growth and change. So
Right.
Can't. They
Right.
cannot.
So
I don't understand that though. It's like as I'm growing, you should be able to grow with me and get to know me as I grow. And
Yeah.
the same
If they
for
can't
me.
grow with you, what do you do?
They gotta go. If you're not growing, you dying. I mean, that's what it is. I feel like everybody talks about how often you should have sex, like in marriage.
okay.
Like I feel like here recently, we just kind of been like, boom, 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 sleep, sleep, sleep. That was like, ride it, come, sleep.
Minute wise, how long is that?
I don't get it.
I mean, like, so like in the beginning, I guess because I was trying to like be celibate and stuff, it was real. Like sometimes I tell Javon, I'm like, act like I can't give it to you. Because when I can't give it to you, it's like you want it more and you working towards it, and you like, you know, you feeling in places you're not supposed to feel, and you trying to push me to the point where I'm like, you know, let me put the head in, but I'm like, no, I can't, no. But now
Hold
it's
on.
like,
Were you doing that while y'all married?
no, I'm
I'm like-
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like more.
That's some creepy role play. That's gonna be the name of this video. Let's play fornication.
Oh my God, what's in this cup? Is this Taylor Port?
Oh my God! Stop poking me!
Stop, give me another shot. So I won't feel bad in the morning.
what was your question?
I guess my question is like,
That fornication sex is amazing.
fornication sex is so amazing. Until you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God,
Y'all felt good?
this isn't something I normally do. Yeah, that night, as soon as you go to bed, you be like, dang. Or as soon as you
And
finish.
you feel like God, like for me, I feel like God be sitting right here watching me. Like I feel His presence right here on my eye. I'm get this.
Not at all.
Okay, okay.
Not at all.
Why? I don't understand
My
why.
guys don't care.
Mm.
Like, I'm gonna get this nap. If I go to hell or not, I'm gonna get
I feel like guys that's like even like super close to God, they still be like, I mean, it's my dick.
My dick.
But no, like I guess my question is regarding sex, like do y'all still have like y'all romance? Or
I feel
is it,
like lately
looking at this
we've-
nut?
I feel like we had a period where we were just kind of like just getting one off. But I feel like lately it's been like in the past couple of months it's been like
Well, hot and heavy. You've been having fornication sex?
I ain't say fornication sex.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that now. But we've been having like good sex.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've definitely had our periods of not having sex, where it's like once a month.
Okay.
Nah, it's once a month. My
I'm
nigga.
gonna believe shot.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I don't got dates.
I used to have
I don't
dates.
got receipts.
But niggas don't lie on their dick.
Yeah.
Some people do. Some do. I know.
That's a lie.
But yeah, so it's been times where it's been like once a month, and now it's like, you know, pretty more frequently, and it's like more enjoyable. If that
See,
But let me say
said
this
was,
with the let's talk about this because I don't want people to look at it as once a month like I just don't want to give up sex.
No, this
Once
should
a
be
month,
life.
Once a month comes with what we talked about earlier. We were business partners, not married, so we're cold to each other. So for me in sex, I have to have a connection because if not, I'm gonna treat you like a nigga,
Same.
and I don't want to treat my husband like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So. It because I'll do that. I've done that. He'll be like, "Why are you so cold after we have sex?" Like I don't want to be that
Oh, no,
person.
I won't be
so
cold.
for me, I have to have a connection. If we don't have a connection, I don't feel like I just feel like I'm just getting one off. And that's
definitely
you know what I'm saying. And I don't want to feel that way with my husband.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to, as we said earlier, to have those times where we're connecting, because if not, it's gonna. So now that we are connecting more, it has changed our dynamic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very important for people to understand. You gotta have that connection, because if not, you just gonna be letting off nets.
Yeah, and I don't want her to feel like she give me like that head nigga sex.
Yes,
like cause that pisses me off.
H&S?
Like head nigga sex. Yeah. Like yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
That might need to be the title.
Yeah, cause they used to piss me off. They used to make me feel like I ain't want to have sex.
This is Italian blind. Let's get into it.
So I feel like with us, like so in the beginning, the first year.
Fornication sex
all the time. Mm-hmm. Then we got engaged, and here comes Brittney.
It was before we even got engaged.
No.
It was that whole year.
It was when we got engaged.
Oh yeah.
It was when we got engaged.
Oh, see, I was having a lot of sex before
we were having fornication sex.
Oh, you was lying.
I was not lying.
She would have her moments where she tried to stop it, but then it come back. But then after we got engaged,
I was struggling, child.
It probably went to like the next 2 months, maybe once a month. Then after that, for the next 9 months, it was strong, no sex.
But hold on, that is something we agreed to.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Hey, I did it for you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
But I feel like that put a damper in my urge for sex. Because like now I'm trying to get back into it, like, all right, we can do it.
So
it makes you feel like you don't necessarily need it.
Really? Even though you know that you're doing it because there's a principle of I want to do the right thing.
But y'all had the principle.
Yeah, the guys.
I did it for her.
Because like when me and Elle got engaged, we pretty much stopped having sex for like 10 months.
Same.
That was like the roughest 10 months because we actually lived together. And I feel like
we barely lived together.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
I got out of my apartment and I stayed there.
No, you moved with your mom, and then you just.
I stayed with my mom maybe 2 nights.
Yeah, it was like 2 nights.
Shut up, Javon.
But I felt like it kind of like messed us up because we were living together, not having sex, and for me not to like, cause she turned me down like maybe like 5 times. I thought she was playing. It didn't go down, so I was like nope. So what I really did was like I did a whole documentary during this whole time frame.
Oh, that's about me.
It wasn't about you, but
Subconsciously.
I was up to like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, so I knew that I needed to keep myself busy. So by the time I got in the bed, I would be instantly knocked out. So we laid in the bed. We pretty much slept on opposite sides of the
I
bed.
didn't want to touch it, like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to get that urge to go.
True. So I feel like it made us like kind of cold in that aspect because
That's what I'm saying.
we ain't had sex in like 10 months.
Right.
At any point, let me ask you guys. At any point at this time, did you say, "God, give me the strength to align myself with the ideas and principles of my future wife"? At any moment, did you just think that God, like, I love this woman for being able to be so honorable to you?
Yes.
Did you really?
I feel like he did, yeah.
I
Did
did.
you? Okay.
Because Javon was talking about how he had been celibate before
Yeah.
and how he had done it before. But I feel like
Shout out to you, King.
give me kisses. Don't be trying to. See now he's still cold. I'm still trying to have fornication sex. But I feel like our honeymoon was lit on that cruise ship.
It was.
That's not what you're talking about, though.
But my thing is
about
that
home.
passion. That passion, like I need that.
Okay.
Are you grabbing dick?
Yes,
Yes, you
I do
is.
it often. Don't I do it? I was just it's my thing.
I'm right here.
So we married.
I don't want to see you grab me.
You don't?
Move, babe.
You don't?
What's wrong with her? Is it swinging?
No, it's not swinging.
Form of swinging.
We don't have sex with
You don't
dogs.
want to see me grab it? You don't want to watch me
It's
grab
not what
it?
you. No, just kidding.
What's about to say?
I don't know. I was saying the passion.
Oh, you said you missed the passion.
No. I feel like we still have passion for each other. But like Elle was saying, it's just like the whole business and faith aspect.
Definitely, like I was saying, like I told Mish, I was having this conversation, like age 29, about 30, and
Oh, I know that.
got dang 3 months. It's like that quarter life crisis.
Mm-hmm.
It's like now that I'm a full-fledged entrepreneur, and it was not with my plan. My world was like misconstrued some more.
Kind of rocked a little bit.
Right. So when that happened, that messed me up mentally. So it's like trying to get my mental back on track.
So
Yeah.
for men, that messes up your mental. The
For
whole.
me. And
I feel like it's for men.
It's like me,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely for me, like you said, I can be methodical
Mm-hmm.
with my moves sometimes. So yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna let them have their moment. I'll close this out. I don't know what the heck they're talking about.
You wrap this up.
But thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next month. Send us some topics that you want to talk about, questions that you may have for married couples. Send it to somebody.
Instagram, DM or something.
I mean, whatever.
Stay out of my husband's DM.
Don't send no DMs to Javon. You send them to me and Elle. No, I'm just kidding. You can send it to either one of us. Don't be manipulative because we bind that in the name of Jesus. But yes. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate y'all and we hope you enjoyed. Critique, do whatever y'all gotta do. Thanks.